Life is full of surprises, both pleasant and painful. No matter how much you plan, predict, or attempt to control, life has a way of unfolding in unexpected ways. This can lead to disappointment, frustration, or even despair if you cling to how things should be, rather than accepting how they are. You often ignore what's happening right now because you think something better is coming. You think that if you get what you want, you will be happy. But when you finally get what you wanted, you just find something else to want. This can make you feel sad and disappointed, because you're always looking for the next thing instead of enjoying what you have. We humans always want more, because it's normal for us to look for what we don't have. But the problem is, we get so caught up in wanting things that we forget to enjoy what's already around us. This makes us unhappy, and the cycle keeps going. If you try to see the present moment as perfect, things will come to you more easily. You have to understand that what's happening now is a result of what you did before. This doesn't mean you should stop wanting things. Instead, you should think about your desires in a different way, so you can enjoy what you have while still looking forward to what's next. Have you ever noticed that when you really want something to happen, it often doesn't happen the way you expect? But when you stop worrying about it and just let things be, it seems to happen without any trouble. A lot of your worries come from expecting things to turn out a certain way. When things don't go the way you hoped, you feel let down. So maybe there's a better way. Instead of worrying so much about how things should be, you could try to accept how things are. That might make you happier in the long run. Albert Einstein said, "We cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them." Your way of thinking can sometimes cause problems. If you change the way you think, you might be able to make things better. You can't always change what happens around you, so you need to change how you react to things. That's what you have control over. Marcus Aurelius said, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together. But do so with all your heart." Life is always changing, and sometimes things happen that you don't like. This can make you unhappy. But what if you look at these things differently? Every bad thing that happens can teach you something. If you keep an open mind, you can learn from your experiences and use them to tell a powerful story about your life. You can't control everything that happens. Whether you believe in fate or free will, some things are just beyond your control. Think about someone who has been in a car accident. Their lives changed in an instant. Life can change very quickly, so it's important to pay attention to what really matters to you. If you stop fighting against the way things are and just go with the flow, you might find more peace and happiness in your life. Life knows what it's doing, even if you don't always understand it. Sometimes things happen that you don't like, but life keeps moving forward, no matter how much you resist. By accepting and embracing even the painful parts of life, you become a part of the experience. You're working with life, not against it. Think back to times when you've had problems, but got through them. You probably learned something and became stronger. Big changes often start with chaos. Think about the Big Bang that created the universe or the process of being born. You may or may not believe in the Big Bang, but this is just an example. They were messy, chaotic events, but they led to something wonderful. So, even when things seem tough, remember that you've been through difficulties before and come out the other side. Life has a way of working things out, and you're part of that process. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen." Pain and difficulty can lead to new beginnings and creation. Think about how you were born. Your parents met, and even though many things could have kept them apart, they came together, and you were born. That's like a miracle, and it shows that life has a way of making things work out. So even in tough times, remember that good things can come from pain and struggle. Life has a way of supporting you, even when you don't see it. Everything happens for a reason, even if you don't understand it at the time. Sometimes you might never understand it, but you can still believe that a higher power is guiding your life and everyone else's. How do you do that without losing hope? You need to trust that life knows what it's doing and will take care of you if you keep your faith. It might not happen the way you think it should, but you should believe in it anyway. Listen to your heart and feel your way through life. When things don't go the way you planned, Try to learn from the experience. Remember, you are a part of the universe, and the universe can't experience life without you. You're not just living life, you're part of it. So don't waste time wishing for something else or hoping for something better. Be here now and pay attention to what's around you. After all, what's meant to happen will find its way to you, whether you want it to or not. The best thing to do is be present and enjoy the ride. I hope you found today's lesson valuable. If you want to support what I'm doing, please share this with your loved ones and tell me your thoughts. Your participation means a lot to me, and I'd be thrilled to have you join me on this journey. I wish you a beautiful day.